Let's look at fear in Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Let's go on over to 24 through 33. Because I have called ye and refused, and have stretched out my hand, and no man regardeth. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would not none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear cometh, and when your fear cometh as destruction, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose to fear the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own device. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. So chapter 2, 1 through 5. My son, if thou wilt receive my word, and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thy heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hidden treasure, then shalt thou understand the fear of God, and find the knowledge of God. Let's go to chapter 3, and we want verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. Let's go on down to 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of destruction of the wicked when it comes. Let's go to chapter 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and argosy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Let's go to 9 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Let's go to 10 and 24. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of righteous shall be granted. Let's go on over 27. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be short. Let's go to 14 and 26 and 27. In the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a foundation of life, to depart from the snares of death. Let's go to 15 and 16. Bitter is little with the fear of the Lord, than great treasure and trouble wherewith. Let's go over to 33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor of humility. Let's go to 16, and we want 6. By mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord man depart from evil. Let's go to 19 and 23. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide steadfast. He shall not be visited with evil. Let's go to 21, verse 2. The fear of a king is as the roaring of a lion. Whoso provoketh him to anger sinneth against his own soul. Let's go to 22, verse 4. By humility and the fear of the Lord are rich and honor and life. Let's go 23 and 17. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. Let's go 24, 21 and 22. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to charge. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? Let's go to 29, 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whosoever putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. Let's go to Ecclesiastes and 3 and 14. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that man should fear before him. Go to 5 and 7. For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanity, but fear thou God. Let's go to 8 and 12 and 13. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that, and it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. Let's go to 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Let's go to Songs of Solomon, and we want 3 and 8. They all hold swords, being expert in war. Every man hath his sword upon his thigh, because of the fear of the night. Let's go to Isaiah 2 and 10. Enter into the rock, and hide thee in the dust, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty. Let's go on over to 19 through 21. And they shall go into the holes of the rock, and into the caves of the earth, for the fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver, and his idols of gold, which they made one for himself to worship, and the moles and to the back. To go into the cliffs of the rocks, and to the tops of the rigid rocks, for the fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, and he arises to shake terribly the earth. Let's go to 8, and we want 11 through 13. For the Lord spoke thus unto me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, Say ye not, a confederacy to all them to whom his people shall say, a confederacy. Neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Sanctify the Lord of the host himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. Let's go to chapter 11, 1 through 4. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord, and shall make him of a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears, but with the righteous shall he judge the poor, and reprove them equally for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with a rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall they slay the wicked. Go to 14, 3 and 4. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou hast made to strive, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased, and the golden city ceased? Let's go to 19 and 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the sacking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Let's go to 21, verse 4. My heart paineth fearfulness of frighten me. The night of my pleasure hath he turned into fear unto me. Let's go 24, and we want 17 and 18. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth, and it shall come to pass that he who faileth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the window from on high are open, and the foundation of the earth do shake. Let's go 25 and 3. Therefore shall these strong people glorify thee, the city of the terrible nation shall fear thee. Let's go 29, 13 and 14. Wherefore the Lord said, Forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will produce to do a marvelous work among this people, even a miraculous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of the prudent men shall be hid. Let's go on over 23. But when he seeth his children, the worketh of my hand, and in the midst of him, they shall sanctify my name, and shall sanctify the Holy One of Jacob, and shall fear the God of Israel. Let's go to 31 and 9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Let's go to 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stable of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Let's go to 35 and 4. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, Be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with a recompense. He will come and save you. Let's go to chapter 41, and we want 10 through 14. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all that are increased against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and that they strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them, and thou shalt not find them, even them that consist with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as the thing of naught. For I am the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and I will redeem the Holy One of Israel. Let's go to 43, and we want verse 1. But now, thus saith the Lord, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee, and I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. Let's go on down to 5 through 7. Fear not, for I am with thee, and I will bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, Give up, and to the south, Keep not back. Bring my son from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth, even every one that is called by my name. For I have created him, and for my glory I have formed thee. Yea, I have made him. Let's go to 44, 1 and 2. Yea, now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, who I have chosen. Thus saith the Lord, that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou just run, who have I chosen. Let's go on down to 8 through 11. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and that I declare it? Ye are even my witness. Is there a God besides me? Yea, there is no God, and I know not any. They that make a graven image are of them vanity, and their deliberate things shall not profit, and they are their own witness. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed. And who hath formed a god, or molden a graven image, that it is profitable for nothing? Behold, all these fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are of men. Let them all be gathered together, and let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. Let's go to 51, verse 7. Hearken to me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their revealing. Let's go to 54, and we want 4. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for that thou shalt not be put to shame. For thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy widowhood any more. Let's go on over to 14. In righteousness shalt thou be established. Thou shalt be feared from the oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from the terror, for it shall not come near thee. Let's go to 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Let's go to 60 and verse 5. Then thou shalt see and follow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, and the force of the Gentiles shall come upon thee. Let's go to 63 and 17. O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and hearken our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servants' sake, and the tribe of thine inheritance.